Has Murderbot found its way onto the moon with a new mission? Hello, and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Luke, and today we're checking out Chapter 4 of Artificial Condition. Yes, this is the second book in the Martha Wells, the Murderbot Diaries series. We've been doing chapter-by-chapter review and reactions. If you'd like to follow along, you can buy the book in the description of this video. Just go down there, click the link, and if you already have the book, but you still want to support the channel, use that link, buy something else. I would really appreciate it. But we're just going to jump into this chapter and let's talk about it. This chapter is pretty good. It's pretty intense. We get a lot of thoughtfulness from Murderbot. So I'm just going to list some of the things that I thought were really interesting from this. And then we're going to move forward. First, body augmentation. Look, I've got family that's had knee joint replacements. It's super painful. The way that it's described from Murderbot when it's had its limbs adjusted, it's exactly the level of pain that my friends and family have had in having those same surgeries. I could relate to that immediately. Great job by Martha Wells talking about that. Number 2, the security consultant job. Perfect. I love the way that Art is interacting with Murderbot. Art is really becoming kind of the Cortana for Murderbot, like Cortana is for Master Chief. It's pretty cool. I like that we have like a research and development thing inside of Murderbot's head, kind of fill in the gaps, right? Because Murderbot's not human, so it needs some of this like human component, something to kind of give it a little bit more spontaneity, a little bit more care. Hey, here are the reasons why you should feel the way you should feel, and it really gives Murderbot the capability to do so. I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing that I thought was funny, Eden, naming yourself after a character in a TV show, awesome. So Murderbot has a name now. I'm glad we finally got one. Eden is great. It's it's like safety, right? The Garden of Eden was a place of safety in the Bible. It was a place of comfort, warmth. Anything could grow. Everything was right with the world. The perfect place. And so Murderbot calling itself Eden is kind of perfect. It's kind of great. It's also a pretty cool like sci-fi name because not a lot of people call themselves Eden anymore. Or ever, I think. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Murderbot's new job, which is interesting. So essentially, let's talk about the new job. Alien tech, alien things, signs of alien civilization is their fossil fuel, right? Think of it as their fossil fuel. It is their way of life. It must help their society grow. It's expensive. It's easy to sell. And that's where the plot of the first book, All Systems Red, and this book seem to be going, right? Murderbot is getting kind of entangled into this political fight for as much alien tech as it can possibly get. Or as they can possibly get. It feels like that's the fossil fuel kind of thing. This group that Murderbot's tried to meet, which hilarious moments where it's like, I think I can do this. I think I can do this. I think I can do this. I have that all the time. I have those anxious moments. I sang in front of thousands of people. Do you not think you walk in like, okay, I got this. I got this. I got this. It's cool that Murderbot's got that same problem. I mean, I think it's cool. It makes it more relatable, because it is a Murderbot and it doesn't actually care. But when it needs to achieve something, it's like, I've never done this before. Similar to a child, similar to a human. It's a super human quality. So I thought it was pretty interesting. But the group that it's meeting in order to have the security contract, in order to get it passage down to the surface of the moon, so it can research as to why it became a Murderbot in the first place, or if it became a Murderbot first, or if it made itself into a Murderbot, right? That's what it's trying to figure out. It's got to get down to the moon to do that. The people that are attempting to hire the security consultant, or essentially a bodyguard, is a really thoughtful, smart bodyguard. Basically Jason Bourne, this dude. Murderbot is Eden. I think I'm just going to call it, I'm going to call it Eden. So yeah, I'm going to call it Eden from now on. If it goes back to Murderbot, we'll call it Murderbot. But yeah, Eden is perfect for this job. And this group is developing technology that can detect synthetic minerals within a planet's or moon or the surface of a planetary body. And that allows them to then excavate it and sell it. It's expensive. Except for this group is a bunch of techs. They're scientists, they're researchers. What had happened was they were contracted to do this job on this mining planet. They developed this technology. Their overlords terminated them, stole their technology, and deleted what the last iteration they had on their devices. But they were really terminated because they developed technology that could get someone rich, and these big corporate fat cats didn't want to share it. That's what happened here. Yeah, that's what happened. That's the crux of this whole thing. Is they created unfinished technology. The corporation thought that it was more finished than it was, but they still want it back, right? This group, because, you know, they can make some money off of it too. That's the whole reason why they did this side project. And the organization was like, sure, we'll give it back to you as long as you meet in person and as long as you give us back your signing bonus. This is the future we're talking about. They could have done this over Skype or whatever, right? You know what I mean? This is an email. Of course they're going to get murdered. Of course they're going to get murdered. So yeah, that's what Murderbot, that's what Eden is doing there. It's sit there to protect it. Eden knows that that's why it's there. Eden knows for sure that's why it's there. And to be frank, this group doesn't have a ton of money. And so Eden kind of makes a little bit of a mistake and gives up and says, yeah, I can do the job for whatever it is you guys made per day. And they were like, really? And he was like, oh, crap. So yeah, Eden agrees. Eden goes back to the ship to hang out with Art some more. They watch TV. That's kind of the end. But it is cool. It's a cool mission. It's a little bit similar to the first book in terms of the story. I'm glad that the through line is the same, that this synthetic material is the precious commodity. It's like oil. So it's pretty interesting. A couple of predictions here that I've got here. Obviously, I think Eden is going to go down to the planet, come up with a way in order to keep these people alive, and kill the bad guys here. I'm not 100% sure if these people are the bad guys or if the big corporate fat cats are the bad guys, but if we follow the trajectory of the story from the first one, I can only assume that to be the case. So Eden's got to figure that out. I hope that Art stays in Eden's head. I think it's really cool to have their personalities together. It is so similar to Halo, like incredibly similar to Halo. So that's pretty dope. And last but certainly not least, I think we're gonna get, by the end of this book, just a step closer to finding out what happened to Eden. Did it kill people because it turned off its governor module or hacked its governor module, or was it commanded to kill people so it hacked its governor module to never do that again? We'll see. I'll also be interested to see why. What are we doing here? So a couple of more interesting facts if you stay this long. The extra gender that they put in here, the T-Tur gender, very cool. Pretty sci-fi. Kind of enjoy that. I like that they're expanding the world and it's not just some strange binary system. It's like, yeah, we've expanded. Things got weirder. Of course it got weirder. That's what happens when things expand. Shit gets weird. It's okay. We can deal with it. I like that the that Eden is scared, anxious, nervous. I like that. I like that Eden was honest and told them mostly the truth. This is why I want to go down to the moon. Right. So that I can do my own thing, and I need passage. It didn't tell them that it was a sec unit, but it did tell them that it did need to do that. It was interesting too. They asked it. They were like, "Oh, are you spliced?" Being spliced. I love that. I love that kind of verbiage. I like when books do that. They add cliches and they add these sorts of things that are native to the content, so you can feel part of the world being spliced. I also think it was cool they met in like a food court. I think it was cool they met in a food court. Very interesting. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty good chapter. Pretty easy to read. It's the longest chapter of the book so far. We're about halfway through this one, so I'm kind of excited to continue. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe and share. It really helps out the channel. And we're going to put out content daily, Monday through Saturday. Sunday, take a little bit of a break. Try to reassess what we're going to do. And once again, if you want to help the content, you want to help the channel out, use those links. Buy things from Amazon. Toilet paper, toothbrushes, whatever it is you would buy from Amazon. If you use those links, it helps me out, helps out the channel. We can continue to do cool content like this. And maybe we'll be able to do some new stuff like Action Movie Day and react to an action movie because we like action movies. But I think that's it for me. So until next time, later, taters.